Hi, welcome to my Makeup Monday for Monday the 27th of January 2025. My name's Denise McCabe and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia on the New South Wales Central Coast, so welcome. So today we have a long weekend here in Australia, a public holiday weekend, being that it's the Australia Day long weekend. So I hope everyone's enjoying their long weekend. Yeah, the weather's been lovely, so let's hope it continues with no more of those nasty storms. So let's go down to the craft desk and we can get started. Okay, I'm going to use a couple of things from the mini catalogue. I should have probably flagged the pages, but I did not. I'm going to use this one, Tiled Techniques, on page 60. I showed that in my Facebook Live launch I did the other day, and I feel this set is very much overlooked in this catalogue. It's really great stamp set. It's photopolymer, and these are the images in the set. There's no sentiments, but you can do a lot with it. So we're going to use that, and we're also going to use, probably, I'm thinking, this Hugs for Love bundle, this stamp set and punch. I'm thinking I might use that as the sentiment for our card. So if you're wanting to get a free item with the celebration, you would actually need to buy both this bundle. The Hugs for Love bundle is $68.25, so that's the stamp set and punch. It's also a photopolymer set, and this Tiled Techniques is $34. So let me just think, 68 and 34, does that push you over 100? 30, 98, yes, just over the $100. And then you can choose a freebie from this celebration brochure, one of the ones where you can spend $100 and you can choose one of these products. Now, it's most of the book. There's just two items at the back, is this one, the heart-shaped bundle, and this one, the Corner in Bloom stamp set. That's a $200 spend, but everything else in this brochure, if you spend $100 on product, you can choose one of these things for free. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about ordering, and if you want to have any questions, you're very welcome to contact me. Okay, so let me show you. So this is the stamp set. Let me show you some of the cards I've done with this. I can't stop playing with this set. It's just a really interesting stamp set. These two I got inspiration from the catalogue, purely from the catalogue. In the catalogue, this is just a little square card using which one? This one. I'm thinking, which one did I use? That one. And I put it on a Spotlight on Nature circle die. This one is using this stamp. And as I said, I got inspiration from the catalogue. So we're going to try and recreate something like this in different colours today. But yeah, so those ones just were inspired from the catalogue. Then I started playing and I couldn't stop. So that's using this stamp. Bring it down a little bit. And I stamped it in Versamark and heat embossed it with white embossing powder. Then I got a stylish shaped square die, turned it around to make it a diamond, and the Layering Leaves stamp set and Layering Leaves sentiment for that. This one was a bit of a boo-boo. I stuffed up one half of the heat embossing, so I thought, okay, let's chop it in half and reverse it and do the navy onto the white card. So that was a bit of a boo-boo, but it looks really effective. This one is heat embossed onto Petal Pink, Spotlight on Nature circle die, and a flower from an ephemera pack. And this one's just simple stamping straight onto the white cardstock using this one, this stamp, and then putting the Hearts of Elegance dies in the middle. So lots of options and alternatives you can do. If you just start playing with this set, it's amazing what you can come up with. So I'm going to put that to one side. All I've got for this card is a thick piece of basic white scored at 10.5 to make an A5 card base. and a layering matting piece of basic white, 10 centimeters by 14.4. So they're the only items I've got for this card to make this card, the cardstock, card base and a matting piece. So let's put that there. Let's get this stamp out and we'll grab a block out of my little drawer here. And I thought I'd try and do this one in Misty Moonlight. And I think I shall use this block C. So as you can see, it's not a very big stamp, this one. But you can make a lot of effectiveness with it. I haven't done anything, I don't think, with this stamp, so I must have to go with that. I've just gotten sidetracked with all the others. But yeah, this one is my favourite. And it's just a lovely stamp set. So I might grab a piece of scrap. That's a bit of an ugly piece of scrap paper when I think about it. Let me just grab a better piece of scrap paper to go on my craft mat. I'll do that, and I also will need to get out my Stampin' Up! Markers to have them ready to go. Okay. Alright, so this used to be the little grid paper we'd put on the stamp apparatus. I still have some of that left over, so it's quite handy to have because I can just put it underneath my working and be okay. Not get it all over my glass mat is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so as I said, this is just a piece of basic white. I'm going to turn that over and I'm just going to do that because sometimes when I cut with a new blade or an old blade, doesn't matter, I just get a little raised edge and I don't like it. Okay, so I am going to do Misty Moonlight and let's get started. So this one, I'm just thinking how I started. You know what, I am going to change blocks because I think it will be easier if I have it on this block like so. Yes, I think it will be. Okay, yep, that's how I started. Okay, and as we all know, there's no right or wrong with stamping. I'm just going to bring that down, still in vision, so that's good. There's no right or wrong. It's just play and have a try. So I'm just going to start with putting that there. Now I might have gone over too fast, so let me just so guess what we do? We turn over and start again. So I am going to go like this. Okay, and then okay, now I'm going to ink up my stamp and turn it around upside down and line it up with the sort of match it like that. I've gotten this one a lot closer, but as I said, you just play. So I'm just going to line that up and then I come back and fill in the middle bits like so. Can you see how I'm building I'm building all the way up? I'm going to come back and fix up the bottom bits. I'm going to fix this here. I'm just filling in the gaps, really. Now, if you don't like how it's turning out, just turn it over and start again. Okay. So, then I'm going to line up this one. I might put a bit of a gap, like I've got a gap here. And over here. And over here. So you are just literally becoming a tiler. So I'm just inking that up because I'm going back into this gap. And you can see how it's working out. I think I'm getting it fairly straight. Sometimes you start going a little bit cross-eyed, but no, I think that's looking okay. And if it's not, you can put a sentiment where you want it. So I'll just bring that down again a little bit so I don't bring my head in, hopefully. So it's a bit sort of like mosaics. Okay, so now I'm going to turn my stamp upside down and do this. Fill in the gaps. Oops, now I'm getting it on my fingers. And because it's photopolymer, you can actually have a bit of an idea of what you're doing. Like, you can see what you're doing. Okay, so now we're getting to the top of the cardstock. But that's why I put the scrap paper underneath me, because otherwise I'd be getting blue ink all over my my glass mat, and my cardstock would be getting inky underneath, and yeah, so it does need a little bit of scrap paper underneath it, I feel. So let's just have a look. We'll turn our scrap over. And that's what you get. This one I've gotten everything closer together, so you're not getting those lines, but I'm happy with that. So I am going to pop that away, close that up, and clean my ink off my block so that I don't get into a mess. So I'm quite happy with how that's turned out. Now what I'm going to do is, I don't know if you can see, but on my sample and in the one in the catalogue, they've coloured some of the tiling in with their stamping blends. So I think I stamped this in Lost Lagoon, and I coloured it in with Pool Party and Petal Pink around there. So I'm going to use Balmy Blue. So I think I'll use it. I'll get both out. I think I'll use light Balmy Blue, and I think I'll use Petal Pink as well. And that's the dog next door barking. I can't seem to get through a video without a dog barking. My little precious girl is not in the room. And let me grab a scrap of cardstock. I always like to have a little scrap of cardstock for my blends, just to test them out to see if I want the dark or the light. Okay, that's not going very well. I think I want the light, and I am going to come here and just colour in. No, maybe I want the dark. Decisions. Maybe, yeah, let's go with the dark, yeah. And I'm just going to colour in part of the tile with my dark Balmy Blue stamping blend. And if that end has not got a lot of ink in it, we go to the other end, which has got a lot of ink. In fact, a lot more ink. So this is probably a bit boring. I'll have to go over this. Watching me just colour in these little details, but that's how I got the card on the left. And as I said, it was a complete case from the catalogue. I just put my banners going landscape. In the catalogue, they've got their banners going portrait, but that's where you can change it around. It's a bit like a sketch. You don't have to do it exact. So that's that one. And we'll go up to this one. So you just have to be patient while I colour in the little bits of tiles. But this is a really great stamp set, and you just play, and if it doesn't work out, turn it over, start again. If that's not working out, throw it in the bin. It's only cardstock. And just keep playing and see what you can come up with. But I really feel this stamp set's quite overlooked in the catalogue. So I'll come over here because I'm just finding those little, I kind of call them petals. I think that's what they would be called. So, but yeah, just play. It does heat emboss really well. It's quite stunning when you heat emboss it. I've really only done white heat embossing. I haven't really done any other colour with the heat embossing. Probably look really good with gold or silver. I must have a play. But yeah, sometimes just the simple stamp sets that aren't part of a bundle, aren't part of a suite, we tend to overlook them. And so I really suggest you to have a good look at the ones in the catalogue so you don't miss them. There's another one that's in the online exclusive called Elements of Text, and that's just all like scripty text stamps and some splatters. It's got no sentiments in it. You can kind of read the scripty text ones, kind of. And it's just lovely, the backgrounds. So don't overlook the single stamp sets that, you know, don't have sentiments in them and, you know, not part of a suite, not part of a bundle. I think that's all that. So can you see what I've bring it up with my paper? Can you see how I've coloured those bits in with the balmy blue? Now I'm going to get my petal pink, dark petal pink, and I probably need to do this end. Is this dark? It is. Yes. And I'm going to go round this. So your blends won't make your water-based ink bleed. It's okay. So, and this is just sort of highlighting some of the tiles. So I am going to sort of swirl in between. I got that space a bit bigger than I wanted, but it's okay. It's not a big issue because once I did that, I kept trying to do the space a little bit bigger. And you know, it's stamping. It's not, doesn't have to be perfect. So let me just, and I mean, you don't have to do this colouring. I'm just choosing to do it, and I'm just going to go in between to sort of join it up a bit. And I'll go over here. I don't think I'll join this one up because it's sort of, yeah, I just don't know. I suppose I have to because I've started down there. Yes, I will have to. But it's just really cool and I do like it. So I'll just sort of join up the pink like so. Just adding a little bit more colour to your card. Have to go back and join up the other side, won't I? There we go. And it's not too much more to do, just a little bit. And my marker's giving up the ghost now, so that's not what we want. No, come on, you've got to get me through. Don't fail on me. If it fails on me, we'll have to do another one, won't we? There we go. In between. It is getting quite... Come on, don't run out on me. Maybe if I talk to it nicely, it won't run out on me. Please don't. Okay. There we go. It's getting there. Just about there. A little bit here. Obviously I need a new petal pink packet of blends. Obviously. Does that look alright? Makes you go a bit cross-eyed when you're looking at it. Okay. Now, what I am going to do, and I did it on this one, I am going to get my blue blending brush. Okay, that looks alright. And I am just going to go around the edges. I'm not going to reload it. I'm just going to put a bit more colour onto it that way. I'm not putting more ink onto my blending brush because it's got quite enough on there. There we go. And that's, I don't know if you can see it very well, but that's the way. It doesn't look better. Can you see it better without the light? Oh, I don't know, without my lamp on. You can kind of see it a little bit clearer, but it's quite pretty. I need my lamp on to see. So I'm just going to do a little bit more edging because we're just putting it straight onto a basic white card base. And I just think it needs a bit more colour around edging, sort of making it like a faux matte of navy or blue, darker blue. Does that make sense? I think it does. Okay. So here is our card base. So let's attach that because I think that looks quite good. There's our boo-boo. It wasn't really a boo-boo, but that's where we started again because we weren't happy. Okay. And I'm just going to pop it straight down onto my card base. Okay. Now I've got some petal pink ribbon here that's from the mini catalogue. It's from the Storybook Moments Sweet Collection, which I thought might look good. I've used, I don't know if that's retired. That's petal pink. Oh no, that's in the annual catalogue, that petal pink. So I haven't used a retired one, so that's good. I was worried about that. Now where is the Hugs for Love bundle? So as I said, I don't know if I've even marked this up with the price. I have, look, that's the bundle price, $68.25. You can see I've been using it with pinks and reds. And I have a little piece of white paper. Now I'm just going to put this one away and move that across, and I might do one of these. So I'll need this D block. Oopsie, just lost some banners into my little drawer here. I use D block for, which one will I do? Just thinking between which one. I might do this one. I might do this one. So when you put this down onto your glass mat or onto your table, that's the best way to do it, because then you can pick it up with your block, except I didn't pick it up centered. Helps if you do that. Pick it up with your block and it's not pulled out of shape, because quite often with the photopolymer, when they've got like ones like these, like you can pull it out of shape putting it onto a block, but if you put it down on your work surface and then pick it up with your block, it's not being pulled out of shape. It's just a little tip. I'm gonna will I stamp this? Yes, I will. I'll stamp this in Misty Moonlight, and our punch goes that way, so I'm just looking at the way it goes. so I can punch it easy. There we go. Clean that off and close that up. So this is probably going to be quite a short Make It Monday because it's quite easy and yet it looks quite tricky. Now I'm going to get Balmy Blue down. Here we go. And I thought I'd put Sending You a Big Hug, because I think that's nice. Sending You a Big Hug. Yeah. Now this is one I haven't used before, so I am going to put it down on my mat and pick it up. And then you could either rub it on your clothing to get the oils off, or get an eraser and just rub that over the top. And that takes the manufacturing oils off the photopolymer stamps. If you're wanting to double check if it's going to stamp, bring in your scrap piece of paper, ink it up and practice. And that stamps quite well. Can you see how that has stamped quite well? Okay, so I am going to put this in the middle of my to the point punch. I had to write it on a label so I knew what to call it all the time. Put that in the middle, like so. And Sending You a Big Hug. And where's my... Clean that off. And now I'm going to get my punch out and pop it in, and see how you line it up in your punch. This is a really good punch for lots of sentiments, not just this stamp set sentiment. It's really good. Okay, so I've done that, but I think it's getting lost on the tiles, and I think it needs a background, which I think we might do in Petal Pink. So I'm just going to get a scrap of Petal Pink out. No, is it Petal Pink? It is Petal Pink. And Petal Pink, I know, I'm getting muddled up with Pretty in Pink. Oh dear. Petal Pink is in the colour family, in the subtles. So I'm just looking for a scrap that will cover our punch size. So I'm going to punch out another piece, and let's see if this is going to look any good behind. I think that looks pretty good behind. And then, so now, because that's not a full like it's the same size, okay, so now I'm going to cut it in half like so, and I'm going to put one at the top and one at the bottom like so. So then now I will just get my seal, because that will be easier than liquid adhesive. And I'm just going to get my sentiment punch piece and line it up like that. Press it down. And the same on this half. There we go. Get my sentiment piece, line it up, and press it down. And that gives you, I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? I do suffer with glare. Excessive glare coming in my window. But can you see how we've extended our punch and got double use out of it? Nobody will know on the back. And we could put it straight there, which I might do. But now, before we do that, I want to work out what to do with this ribbon. I could go crossways with this one. I'm just sort of thinking first. So this is petal pink ribbon, and we could go crossways. I think that looks quite good. Gracious, I'm shocked. I'm shocked that I'm happy with something so quickly. Now I just got to get some double-sided tape onto that so I can stay happy. Where's my double-sided tape? Here it is. Don't move. Just stay put. Do you ever do that? Do you ever do something so straight away and you're happy with it? I don't. Okay, let's see if we can get this back into some sort of niceness. Is that even a word? Does that look good? Not bad. Let's get another piece of double-sided tape onto it. There we go. Let's just make sure it's down properly. There we go. I think that looks quite good. Okay, we're going to put dimensionals on this. Goodness, I'm shocked that I was happy with that straight away. You can tell I'm shocked with myself. Okay, I'm just putting some dimensionals on the back here, and I might put some here as well. Now I will get my take a pick tool and get the backings off. That didn't work because it was on top of tape. Let's just, yep. Okay, trap for young players. Actually, there we go. So because I've put the dimensional on the back of the double-sided tape, it hasn't stuck properly. Oh, that one has. So just be mindful of that. Yeah, see, that one's not sticking. Okay, let's get rid of the double-sided, like the backing of the double-sided tape. There we go. And then a dimensional will stick onto the double-sided tape as well. And this one. Okay, that looks all pretty good. Oh, this one. There we go. Okay, now is that all moved out of place? Now I'm going to cover up this diamond of the tile with our sentiment panel, and I think that looks quite good. I think. Now let's see what sort of bling we could put on this. I've got stuff everywhere. I've just gone ballistic. This one I used the Latte Love Petal Pink, and I might just use those again because they are still. Ooh, are they still current? Let's use them anyway because this is Petal Pink and that doesn't look right. They look too pinky, so I'm not going to use those. Where these Petal Pink ones, so if they're not still current, they've just gone off the last chance products list. So we'll forgive ourselves, won't we? I think we could put one there. And I think we could put one up here. Does it need 3? I don't think it needs 3. I think 2 is enough. So there we go, my friends. That is one of the ways I'm using the tiled technique stamp set in the mini catalogue. So I'll bring that up. Can you see that? Super simple. And then you could grab your tiled technique and you could get your little tile back out and put it on your block, and you could do it in Balmy Blue or Misty Moonlight. Let's go with Misty Moonlight to put something inside. and this is where I would have had the square block. Just put a corner, and that's what you could do. You could put that onto your envelope. Let's do it now, then the envelope is done. So how cool is this stamp set? You can make your own matting piece. You can decorate the inside of your cards with them. You can decorate your envelope with it. It's just such a cool stamp set, and I really hope you get it and you play with it, because it's just, as I said, it's just so cool. Now I'm looking for my chamois, because I just want to stamp some. I won't make a card, but I'll just stamp something with this other one that I love. Don't get me started when I like something, because it's terrible. I don't shut up about it. So this one you do need the big E block. It's not that big, but yeah, you do need the E block. And with this one I do actually tend to lay it down on my E block. I just think it's easier than picking it up. Sometimes when I try to put it on my glass mat and pick it up, it sticks to the glass mat and doesn't stick to the block. If you're doing it with paper, it would be fine. Look, I shall show you. You watch. It's going to make a liar out of me. So if I try to pick it up, see, it's sticking to the glass block and not to my block. So if you do it onto a piece of scrap paper, it comes up easy. So that's one option. Now let me grab another piece of white cardstock, and I will do it matting piece size. So that's going to be 10 centimeters by 14.4 or 14.3, whatever floats your boat. 14.35, whatever. And let's get a different color, because I tend to use blue a lot, so let's go with something different. What color will I get? Let's do petunia pop. And now this one I take the ink pad to the stamp to get good coverage of ink on your stamp. I really hope you grab this stamp set, because as I said, it is only $34 and it's just so much fun to play with. Okay, turn it over, and because you've got your piece of paper, your cardstock is 10 centimeters wide, it's perfect to get it centered onto your cardstock. How beautiful is that? And this is just like a matting piece, 10 centimeters by 14.3 or 14.4. So ink it up, flip it over, and come down to the bottom of your card matting piece. And look, voila. The stamp set does it all. And you know what? You could cut out. Oh no, this probably would be too small actually when I think about it. Let's just cut one. Oh no, that would work. Look, you could stamp something on one of these and do your matting and have a sentiment in the middle. Or you could do something like I did with the other cards. Where are they? You can see how much I love this stamp set. I just love it. See, this one I put the hearts. I got the elegant heart dies and I put hearts in it. This one I did a spotlight on nature circle, and that's exactly how I stamped this. Just top and bottom, and you've got this big panel in the middle, and you can stamp or put a sentiment or a die to make it like the focal point. This one I did stylish shaped squares, Anyway, I won't go on, but you can tell I love this stamp set so much. I will turn that into something, and we've got this beautiful fresh freesia ribbon that will go beautifully with that. And we've got these purple backed, adhesive backed sequins. These are celebration items that you can get for free with a $100 spend. So why don't you do yourself a favor? Does anybody remember Molly Meldrum from Countdown? Do yourself a favor. Get yourself the Hugs for Love bundle, $68.25, and get yourself Tiled Techniques, $34, and you can select one of these items for free from Celebration, and you can start making some beautiful tiled cards. So cool. So, is that a sales pitch or what? Let me show you. This is my next class in February. It's the 22nd of February. I have one place left on this class. It's called All About Flowers. And why have I got 5 cards here? Oh, because I've done 2 of the same. So we're using Spotlight on Nature for 2 of the cards. And that's the scripty elements of text script behind. And we're using Memorable Blooms stamp set and dies, and the Floral Delights paper. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Floral Delights or Delightful Florals. So that there's one place left in that class if anybody is interested. And then my next class is a card class at home. So this one's going to be my first online card class, and it's the 1st of March, Saturday the 1st of March at 2 p.m. 5 cards and a packet of party dots, and you will get, it's $40 for this class, and you will get a card kit, a card pack with all these cards in it, ready to make up. If you don't own the stamp set, then you just need to add a sentiment of your own. If you were to buy the Wildflower Birthday Suite, not the suite, the bundle, the stamps and dies, then you will get this kit for free. So they're my next 2 upcoming classes. 22nd of February in person, All About Flowers, and card class at home, Saturday the 1st of March, is the Wildflower Birthday Suite. So let me come back to somewhere. Here we go. So here is my Tiled Technique card. So as I said, do yourself a favor. Go out and grab this stamp set because it is so fun to play with. Absolute charm. Absolute charm to turn my light off. Does that help? No, it's my window. Absolute charm to play with, and you can just have so much fun. Stamp it, whack a sentiment on it, and you've got a really fantastic card. So thank you for watching. I have gone over again. I'm sorry. Thank you for watching. I hope everyone's having a great public holiday weekend here in Australia. Please visit my blog, stampingpassion.blogspot.com. You can click on things on the sidebar, Stamping Up logo, the host code. They'll take you to my online store if you're wanting to make a purchase. If you want to talk to me about anything, just get in touch with me and I can help you with what you might want to need, like put into your cart. So thank you for watching, everyone. Have a great week, and I will see you on Wednesday afternoon at 3 p.m. for Card and a Cuppa. Bye for now.